Hi, welcome back to my channel. My name is Samantha. I have been gone. For those that do watch me, like every time I do post, I am so sorry for my absence. I have been going through my own transformation that has just required my full undivided attention. And oh my gosh, it's been a lot, but I feel like I'm finally at the part where the momentum kicks in forward instead of within as much. So we're doing really good. And even throughout this transformation, I was doing really good. Just really needed to focus. But we all right. We here. We here with a message for the new moon in Gemini that is tonight. So yeah, I wanted to just come on here and say hi and give all of you an intuitive message, anything that you guys need to hear that spirit feels called to give to you. So I will say this also, if anybody wants to book readings or healings, my website is down in my description box. Also follow me on Instagram, follow me on TikTok, like, share, subscribe, and share this video with anybody you feel like would benefit from it. But anyway, moving forward to the message. So I do feel like there is this energy that I'm feeling that like, I feel like we're not meant to know certain things right now. So if you've been kind of like looking for answers, searching for answers, I actually feel like you're supposed to be going within. Like we were just talking about what I've been going through. Like I've been having to go within. Anything outside of me has really been kind of like, hasn't been resonating as much because I feel like we're all being called to kind of be our own compass and follow our own connection to source and to God within us instead of seeking outside validation. And I'm a reader. Like I make an income from doing readings for people and doing healings for people. And I'll be the first one to say, do not become dependent on readings and on, you know, outside sources for answers for you and for clarity. My job, honestly, and like any other reader's job, is really to help people who are awakening and who are still coming into their own spirituality and coming into their own connection with God, that are still kind of like sorting through the a lot of their shadow work and a lot of their understanding their life thus far, I guess you could say. We help you sort through that, to bring clarity to certain things, and to also be a therapist in some ways with the spiritual basis. And I've even struggled with a dependency on readings at one point, and it's really detrimental. So I feel like if you feel like you've been relying too much on crystals, relying too much on readings, relying too much on YouTube messages and stuff like that, I'm going to advise you that this is coming through. This isn't what I intended to say, but to try and take a step back and wean yourself off of so many. Because it's just very important right now that you trust your own instincts, that you trust your own guidance, even if there's nothing there, even if it's not clear. It's just really important to make your own decisions right now and to not have any outside influences influencing that, or messages that may cause you to want to look back. That's another thing. If you are constantly looking back at what has left you, at what you have left, that's something that's also being brought to the surface for you to completely let go of. Spirit wants you to look forward. They want you to look at the new possibilities. They want you to embrace new opportunities. That is something that has been coming out so crazy, is embracing new opportunities and just new beginnings, new lives, new lifestyles, new ways of being, new ways of thinking, new people, new relationships, new jobs, new careers, new hobbies and passions. Like, it's really important to let the past go. Really important. Also, So let me get to the cards. That was just channeled. So let's get to the cards. So we got the Two of Cups. The Two of Cups came out with the Emperor, 10 of Pentacles, and the 8 of Wands. For some reason, the Emperor card is what's screaming out to me the most right now to touch on. This is giving me masculine energy, obviously. It's the Emperor. But it's giving me like the masculine component to relationships or to people who may be in relationships. It's like this, or just masculinity in general in our collective. Masculinity is being, I'm hearing the word tapered. Somebody please look up that word if you don't know what it is. I honestly don't off the bat like that, but I feel like tapered is like breaking down. The masculine in society is being broken down. This is manifesting in so many different ways. But basically, this is a message for going into this new moon energy of what's coming, of what's being broken down, of what's being tapered, I guess, and what we can expect when it comes to us collect as a whole. So the masculine side of ourselves and the masculine side of the people we have in our lives, the masculine side of society, the societal structures built on toxic masculinity, those things are being broken down. And I've been talking about this, and a lot of other readers I feel like have been talking about this too, about the masculine being, you know, we need more feminine energy in our society, in our world, and that's what's happening here. But this card is also sticking out to me about like a head of household. So there's some sort of like familial structure here or family structure here with the 10 of Pentacles and the 2 of Cups. Some of you might be trying to expand your family. You might be also looking for a partner to build a family, to build a legacy with. Also teaming up, a lot of collaboration. Be open to collabing, be open to sharing your vision with others, meaning like having people on board with you to tackle your mission with. It is not going to be a time of people taking on too much. And that's another thing that's masculine. Our masculine energy will try to do it ourselves. We'll try and take control. We'll try and go. We'll try and, you know, be the one in power and in control of our vision. When in reality, if it's a vision given by God, God is in control of it, and God will direct you on how it must go down. If it's God's mission, you know, it's God's will. So Spirit just wants to urge you guys and all of us to be open to collaboration. Be open to also not being the face, maybe, of a certain vision or like a certain opportunity you may get. You may have seen it a certain way. If a opportunity comes to you and it's like you're not the focal point, you're not the center of that mission, Spirit's letting you know that, like, for some of you, still take this opportunity. This opportunity is still going to be for you. It's going to lead you in the direction of being the focal point and of getting your personal mission out there and your personal purpose out there. And you're still going to be noticed. You're still going to have that, I guess, attention or that notoriety. For some of you, it's like very interesting. Some of you are coming into some like generational wealth, meaning you're building something that's going to take care of you and your family and others. You're coming into partnerships. These can be any type of partnerships. You're coming into family structures, meaning meeting somebody you marry or build a family with. You're meeting business partners that become like family and you build a legacy with. But eventually, if that's you, if this is you collabing with somebody on a business thing or a mission thing, I do see you two kind of going in your separate directions at some point, but you're still on the same mission, but you're still like, you have enough respect for each other to allow each other to, you need two separate like organizations, if that makes sense. Like one isn't going to be enough. It's under one umbrella, but it's like two separate runners. Like, if that makes sense, you're both on the same level, but running a different part or running a different mission within the mission, if that makes sense. This is very interesting. And then we got the Six of Pentacles, the clock. The clock is sticking out to me so strongly in this card. The Six of Pentacles is about balance. It's about reciprocity, receiving what you're putting out, I'm hearing. Also, the name Shay is sticking out to me. I don't know why. It's weird. But time. I feel like there's a requirement of patience. There's a requirement of time for things that feel like they have been stagnant, feeling like things have not been taking off as fast as we think things are supposed to take off. It's God's timing. God's timing over any other timing, over any other, what any other, psychic says, what you say, what your cards say. God. That's the timing that's going to make the difference. Like, everything is on divine timing, and there's nothing anybody can do about that. You can do all the manifestation rituals you want. God's timing is God's timing, period. So then we got strength. It has been a time. It has been a time. I feel like for a lot of us, we've been going through this period of waiting, of having patience, and in the midst, going through our, shadow experiences and having to really get to the bottom of certain parts of ourselves in order to move forward, in order to be ready for this takeoff. So the strength card is here letting you know that the strength is not for nothing. It is not for nothing. It is all, like, you're going to get to the next finish line, because there's really never a finish line, but like the next finish line in this part of your journey. And or the next pause of where you can actually celebrate and where you can actually, sit and be like, damn, like I made it. Like, you know what I mean? You're going to recognize just how strong this part of the journey that you're in right now has made you. You're going to be very grateful for the experiences you've had during this time and all the waiting and all the patience you've had to endure, because it's going to make you a really wholesome, a really grounded, and a really stable person. You're going to feel like nothing can break you down. Nothing can ruin you. Nothing can break you in half. We also have the Devil card here. This, for me, is definitely sticking out in regards to the Strength card and the Six of Pentacles, because it's kind of sticking out to me, telling me that you've been going through a period of extreme temptation, extreme, what maybe you would consider turmoil, darkness. But something that me personally, I've also learned is when the darkness is really prevalent in our lives and within us, and we're feeling a period of darkness within ourselves, running from it, trying to escape it, trying to find relief is the worst possible thing you can do. The best possible thing you can do is embrace it and realize that the darkness is nothing to be scared of. If you just sit in it and you allow yourself to feel authentically what you're feeling in that darkness, that's how you transcend it. It eventually passes. But the storm can't pass if you don't let the rain hit you. If you take cover, you need to get your hands dirty sometimes. Temptation is really sticking out to me. It's almost like old habits or old ways of thinking kind of came back for some of us, and it required strength. It required patience. It required pausing. And I'm also hearing a reluctancy. There was a reluctance to keep going. But for all of you that are here on this video, I'm grateful that you chose to keep going, because it's going to be worth it. And I had a message come through as I'm talking, and I'm trying to get to the bottom of it and remember it. Yeah, getting to the bottom of the of what the darkness brought up for you, and sitting in it and embracing it and actually comforting that part of yourself instead of being ashamed, instead of feeling like burdened by it. It's waking you up. It's a part of your journey. Like, you're going to have periods of darkness. You're going to have periods where you don't really know where you're going. You don't really know why you're feeling certain things. But if you just talk to these feelings, talk to these thoughts like you're your own therapist, like you're what you feel like God would say to you in these times, that's something that helps me. So I wanted to relay that. But this Devil card definitely is a period of a lot of trials, a lot of tests. Facing some past things as well. Definitely a lot here about the past, a lot about looking back, wondering, or, you know, things left unsaid, or like, what if this, or why did this person do this? Like, overthinking about the past. And Spirit wants you to never look back. Move forward and don't look back. So let's get some, like, I feel like this new moon energy, like this energy is very like hyper. And the 8 of Wands I'm staring at as I say that. The 8 of Wands is about significant acceleration. It's growth. It's expansion. It's something that takes off, or it's something that comes at the last minute. That's how I'm seeing the 8 of Wands right now. I've been hearing 3 weeks for the past couple days, so I'm hearing it again. So 3 weeks, within 3 weeks, there's going to be a lot of significant, like, I'm almost seeing things dropping, like almost like a stork dropping certain gifts for people. There's going to definitely be some way made for a lot of us. What is it that you need today? Don't be afraid to ask for help. That is what we are here for. Ask Spirit for help. Ask God for help. Pray. Prayer is essential right now. And I know that, like, I've been seeing a lot about, like, oh, like, I'm tired of hearing about, you know, prayer and like with all the tragedies happening, and people are tired of hearing people say, like, prayers up and stuff like that. And prayer is like taking a Xanax, you know what I mean? It is a way of releasing. It's a way of giving it to God. Without prayer, you hold everything in and deal with everything yourself. You know what I mean? And there are so many forms of prayer. So definitely, I advise all of you to keep your prayers up. And something that also I feel called to share is, if you have trouble formulating prayer, if you have trouble getting the words to even express what you need or what you want to express to God, I advise getting like a book that has a bunch of prayers in it. And like every time you feel like you need to express yourself or to pray or to release, ask Spirit, what page should I turn to? What prayer would help me right now? And that's what I do. I have a prayer book, and every time I feel like I can't formulate a prayer, but I feel like I need to, I will go to my book and I'll ask Spirit to lead me to the page of the prayer that I need. And they do, and it works every single time. I do it before bed every night because I release everything before I go to sleep. Set my manifestations before I go to sleep of just sending my order to God about what I feel like I need, what I feel like I want, just talking with God and Spirit. So I advise you guys to develop a prayer practice for whoever resonates with that, in however way it works. for you. Time to face things head on. Exactly what I've been talking about this whole time. A lot of orange as well. A lot of sacral activity. For some of you guys, you might have had TMI, but like a higher sex drive lately. It's actually your sacral chakra. If this resonates, it's your sacral waking up, meaning your creativity, your femininity, your sense of self. I'm hearing your self-worth and your self-esteem. You're becoming more in tune with the part of yourself that creates your reality, because you're meant to create a new one. Or add volume. I'm hearing add volume. You're being called to add volume to your current reality. The sun is about to shine in your life. You will get through this. Exactly. So all of you that are going through a really tough time or have been really tried, have been really tempted to do certain things, like I promise you, it's coming to an end. It's coming to an end. Just keep going. Stay strong. This is kind of like your encouragement. Get active. Get active. Do the things that you know help you, that you know make you feel better, that you have been feeling called to start working on. Start doing it. Stop putting it off. It's time. It's time. What's meant for you, you will not miss. Exactly. Anything that left your life, left for a reason. Anything that's still in your life is still in your life for a reason. Anything that comes into your life for a reason. Sometimes a short period, sometimes a long period. It is what it is supposed to be, you know? So I'm going to leave you guys off with one of these oracle cards. I hope that this message helped you in this time and gave you some encouragement and some, clarity that, everything you've been going through is happening for you, and it's to make you stronger, and it's to transition you into this new beginning. Yeah. Oh my gosh. A lot of Scorpio energy as well. Looping, cycle of life and death. Honor, bless, and release the past. Like, I really must be psychic or something. Like, that's crazy. That is crazy. That's what this whole message has been, to release the freaking past. Like, let the people go, let the situations go, let everything that is of another time in your life go. 64. All right. The card you have selected is rich in Egyptian symbolism. It depicts a young Egyptian noble encircled by a blue crocodile. The young noble has 2 sets of arms and hands. 2 of his 4 hands are raised, and the others are held down by braided collar piece called a yusek. I don't know if I'm saying that right, but he wears a beaded anklet on his left leg and a royal apron called the shendite. It is finely pleated around his waist and printed with an abstracted scarab pattern. Mathematical symbols form a border around its hem. The bodice piece is made up of the face of a baboon. 2 scarabs balance the noble on either side. Centered behind his head is a glowing pyramid. Streams of souls leave the pyramid and rise into space. A wheel of life spins at the top center. 5 skulls rest on the ground by his feet. The star Sirius, located in the Canis Major constellation, is just to the left of the pyramid. Your message. Reincarnation leaves an energetic signature, but it is the here and now that is important. Past deeds do affect us, but only if we refuse to learn from them and give them unnecessary attention. That which has gone before must be honored, blessed, and released. You need to face what is keeping you from loving yourself unconditionally. Identify behaviors that diminish your self-confidence and personal power and see them for what they are. An illusion, a manufactured construct created to keep you from waking up to your truth. Once you know how to tap into and strengthen this wisdom, you can survive anything. Remember to allow yourself to do what you came here to do in this life. Crocodile teaches you how to be a successful, gentle, caring person in a harsh, seemingly cruel world. Like the ferocious crocodile who gently nestles and carries its baby in its mouth, we too need to remember to be sensitive and caring to our families and friends. When the scarab appears in your life, it is time to understand that the drama you are in is temporary. Remove yourself from it by focusing on that heart chakra and sending love to all involved. Be centered and allow yourself to feel your balance. Know that you will experience closure and will move on to the next adventure with friends, a romantic connection, and or family. It is important that you understand that when life seems like a struggle, it is just one loop of a cycle. If you are patient and understanding, you will prevail. And your affirmation is, I forgive and release old beliefs and habits that keep me locked in an infinite cycle of illusion. Amen. So the whole message is release the past, release whatever is coming up for you, and know that it's temporary. Anything is, happiness is temporary. Bliss is temporary. Darkness is temporary. Pain is temporary. Anger is temporary. Everything. If you let life flow through you and don't resist as much as you want to, you go with the flow of life instead of fighting against it and staying stagnant in one particular energy or keeping yourself from growth and expansion. Because in order to expand, in order to be fulfilled, in order to have everything you desire in life, you must allow yourself to expand and to grow. Because every time you grow, you get to experience an even more fulfilling area of life or part of life that you haven't before. But if you stay in the same space and you don't allow yourself to grow, you only experience what you've experienced thus far. So I hope that this helped. Thank you so much for tuning in. Again, if anybody's interested in readings or coaching or healings, I'll leave my website down below. Leave your comments. Let me know how this resonated for you. Follow me on Instagram and TikTok. And I will see you guys next time. Bye.